All right, so get this. We're diving deep into AI.
Oh, wow.
And how it's changing the way we work.
Yeah.
Specifically with SAP's AI Copilot Joule.
Okay.
Imagine having an AI sidekick who helps you navigate all those complexities of business systems using simple everyday language.
Right.
That's Joule.
That's really interesting. What's fascinating here is that Joule isn't just some futuristic concept.
Right.
It's a real tool that's designed to make your interactions with SAP systems incredibly efficient.
I like that.
It's like having a super-powered assistant who can answer your questions and guide you through tasks.
Right, yeah.
And even automate those tedious processes we all dread.
Yeah, so instead of getting bogged down in these complicated menus and commands, I could just ask Joule a question like, hey, what were our sales figures for last quarter?
Exactly. And Joule can pull that information from your SAP system and give you a clear, concise answer. Maybe even with some helpful visuals. It's about getting the insights you need.
When you need them.
Exactly when you need them, without all the hassle.
Okay, that's already pretty cool.
Yeah.
But let's get specific.
Okay.
What are some examples of how Joule can actually save time and boost productivity?
So think about creating a job posting.
Okay.
Normally that involves, sifting through old descriptions, copying and pasting, trying to make it all sound fresh and, optimized for the position.
Right.
Joule can whip up a brand new job description in seconds, tailored to specific roles.
Wow.
And even optimized for attracting the right candidates.
That's huge. That's a huge time saver for HR.
Absolutely.
No more staring at a blank document, trying to find the right words.
Yeah.
What about other areas like finance? Can Joule help with those dreaded expense reports?
Absolutely. Imagine asking Joule to analyze your spending patterns and flag any potential errors or inconsistencies. It can even help you categorize expenses and generate reports.
Making the whole process much smoother.
So no more late nights hunched over spreadsheets.
Exactly.
This is starting to sound like a dream come true.
Yeah.
But let's get real for a second.
Okay.
How does Joule actually work its magic?
Yeah.
Is it just a chatbot?
Right.
Or is there something more going on under the hood?
Well, Joule's real power comes from its deep integration with various SAP applications. It's not just sitting on top of these systems. It's woven into their very fabric. This means Joule can access and analyze data from multiple sources, giving you a truly comprehensive view of your business.
So it's like having a central nervous system that connects all these different parts of your business, allowing information to flow smoothly and intelligently.
That's a great analogy. It's this interconnectedness that makes Joule so powerful.
I see.
It can tap into data from your SAP S/4HANA cloud system, your SuccessFactors solution for HR, your analytics cloud platform, and so much more. Well, hold on a second. For those of us who aren't, SAP gurus, can you break down what some of those systems actually do?
Sure. Think of SAP S/4HANA Cloud as the heart of your business operations, managing everything from finance and supply chain to manufacturing and sales.
I see.
SuccessFactors is like the brain of your HR department, handling things like talent management, payroll, and employee development. And Analytics Cloud is your data powerhouse, helping you analyze trends, make predictions, and gain valuable insights.
Okay, that makes sense. So Joule can pull information from all these different systems.
Yes.
Giving me a holistic view of my business. That's incredible.
It is.
But with all this talk about data access, what about security? How can I be sure that my sensitive information is protected?
That's a crucial question, and SAP has taken data security very seriously in Joule's design. It adheres to the same stringent security protocols and access controls that are already in place for these SAP systems.
So if I don't have permission to access certain data in a system, Joule won't be able to access it either.
Exactly.
It's like having a personal bodyguard for my data.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, good.
Joule operates within the existing security framework. Meaning your data is protected by the same robust security measures that SAP is known for.
That's reassuring to hear. Okay, so we've established that Joule can save time, boost productivity, and access data from multiple sources, all while keeping my information safe.
Absolutely.
But what about the human element?
Right.
How does Joule actually change the way we work and interact with technology?
That's where things get really interesting.
Okay.
Joule's conversational AI capabilities allow you to interact with SAP systems in a more human-like way.
Right.
You can ask questions using natural language.
Sure.
Give commands as if you were talking to a colleague.
Right.
And receive guidance in a conversational tone.
So no more wrestling with complicated menus or trying to remember obscure commands.
Exactly.
I can just talk to Joule like I would talk to a real person.
Precisely. It's about making technology more intuitive and accessible.
I like that.
So you can focus on what really matters.
Yeah.
Solving problems, making decisions, and driving your business forward.
This is starting to sound like a game changer.
I think so.
But it's a lot to take in. Let's pause here for a moment and let our listeners digest all this amazing information. When we come back, we'll dive deeper into some specific real-world examples of how Joule's being used across different business functions and explore the truly transformative potential of this AI Copilot.
Sounds good.
All right, see you in a few.
Looking forward to it.
Welcome back. Before the break, we were talking about how Joule's conversational AI makes interacting with SAP systems feel almost human. Could you give us an example of what that actually looks like in practice?
Sure. Imagine you're a manager and you're trying to understand why your team's sales numbers are lagging. Instead of digging through spreadsheets and reports, you could simply ask Joule, "Hey, Joule, why are sales down in the West region?"
And Joule would just figure that out. That's amazing what happens next.
Well, Joule would analyze the data from your SAP systems, pinpoint the factors contributing to the sales dip, and present the information in a way that's easy to understand.
Okay.
Maybe it's a seasonal trend. Maybe a competitor's promotion is having an impact.
Right.
Or maybe there's an issue with inventory levels.
I see.
Joule helps you see the big picture.
So it's not just about giving me raw data. It's about helping me understand the why behind the numbers.
Precisely. Joule's insights can help you move from simply reacting to problems to proactively addressing them.
Right.
It's about making smarter, faster decisions.
Okay. I'm seeing how this can be a game changer for managers.
Yeah.
But what about for individual employees? Yeah. How can Joule make their day-to-day work lives easier and more productive?
So let's say you're an HR professional and you need to onboard a new employee. This usually involves a ton of paperwork system entries and back and forth communication.
Right.
Joule can streamline the entire process by automatically generating the necessary documents, setting up the new employee system access, and even guiding them through the onboarding steps.
So Joule can take care of all that tedious administrative work.
Exactly.
Which frees up the HR team to focus on more strategic tasks.
Yeah.
Like talent development and employee engagement.
Absolutely. And think about the experience for the new employee.
Yeah.
Instead of feeling lost and overwhelmed, they have a friendly AI assistant guiding them every step of the way.
That's a much better first impression.
Yes.
It sounds like Joule can really transform the employee experience.
For sure.
We've talked a lot about how Joule helps us work smarter.
Yeah.
But what about the integration with Microsoft Copilot?
Right.
That sounds like it could take things to a whole new level.
You're right. The integration with Microsoft Copilot for Microsoft 365 is incredibly exciting.
Because it creates a truly unified work experience. Imagine seamlessly switching between using Joule for SAP-related tasks and using Microsoft Copilot for things like scheduling meetings, writing emails, and collaborating on documents.
So instead of jumping between different applications and platforms, I have these two AI Copilots working together to help me get things done.
Exactly. Let's say you're using Joule to analyze sales data. And you notice a trend that needs further investigation. You could instantly share those insights with your team in a Microsoft Teams chat. Using Microsoft Copilot to summarize the key findings and schedule a follow-up meeting.
It's like having a super efficient tag team of AI assistants.
It is.
This all sounds incredibly promising, but how far along is this integration? Can I start using it today?
The integration is still in development. But SAP has announced that the first phase will be available in early 2025, so it's coming soon. I'm adding it to my watch list. You know, we focused a lot on the practical applications of Joule. But I'm curious about the underlying technology. What makes Joule so intelligent and capable? Is it just a really advanced chatbot, or is there something more going on?
Joule's intelligence stems from a powerful combination of cutting-edge AI technologies. One key component is natural language processing, or NLP. This allows Joule to understand and respond to your requests in a way that feels natural and conversational. It's not just about recognizing keywords. Joule can actually grasp the meaning and context of what you're saying.
So it's like Joule is actually listening and understanding me, not just processing commands.
Exactly. It's about moving beyond rigid, rule-based interactions to a more intuitive and human-centered experience. Another crucial technology is machine learning. This allows Joule to continuously learn and improve from its interactions with you.
So the more I use Joule, the smarter it becomes.
Precisely. Joule adapts to your preferences, your work patterns.
I see.
And the specific tasks you need help with.
Right.
It's like having a personal assistant who's always learning and evolving alongside you.
This is starting to feel like science fiction, but it's real.
It is.
And it's happening now.
Yeah.
What about these large language models I keep hearing about?
Right.
Do those play a role in Joule's capabilities?
Absolutely. Large language models, or LLMs, are a key ingredient in Joule's ability to generate human-quality text, translate languages, and even write different kinds of creative content.
Wow.
These models are trained on massive data sets of text and code, giving them a vast knowledge base and an impressive ability to understand and generate language.
So when Joule creates a job description or writes a piece of code, it's tapping into the knowledge and skills it's acquired from these LLMs.
That's right. Think of it as having access to a team of expert writers.
Wow.
Coders and analysts, all rolled into one AI-powered assistant.
This is mind-blowing. We've covered a lot of ground here.
You have.
To recap, Joule uses NLP to understand us machine learning, to learn and adapt, and LLMs to generate creative outputs. And it does all of this while being deeply integrated with our SAP systems.
Yeah.
And soon with Microsoft 365. But before we get carried away with all the exciting possibilities, I think it's important to address a question that's probably on a lot of our listeners' minds. What about the impact on jobs?
Sure.
Is AI, like Joule, going to make human workers obsolete? That's the big question, isn't it? Is AI coming for our jobs?
It's understandable to be concerned about that, but if you look at history, every major technological advancement has initially sparked fears of job displacement. However, these advancements ultimately created new industries, new roles, and new opportunities.
So instead of thinking of AI as a job killer, maybe we should see it as a job creator.
Exactly. Think about the printing press. It automated the process of copying books, which initially led to concerns about scribes losing their jobs. But the printing press ultimately democratized knowledge, leading to a surge in literacy education and the creation of entirely new industries.
That's a great point. It's not about AI taking over.
Right.
It's about AI changing the nature of work.
Exactly.
What kind of new opportunities do you see emerging with the rise of AI copilots like Joule?
Well, for one, we'll likely see a surge in demand for professionals who can design, develop, and implement AI solutions.
Okay.
We'll also need people who can train these systems, analyze their outputs, and ensure they're used ethically and responsibly.
So it's not just about tech skills. It's also about understanding the human implications of AI and ensuring that it's used for good.
Absolutely. We'll need people who can bridge the gap between technology and humanity.
Right.
Who can translate complex technical concepts into understandable language, and who can advocate for responsible AI development and deployment.
This is starting to sound less like a dystopian future and more like a really exciting time to be alive. It seems like the key is to be adaptable, to embrace lifelong learning, and to focus on developing those uniquely human skills that AI can't replicate.
I couldn't agree more. Skills like creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and complex problem solving will become even more valuable in an AI-powered world.
So instead of fearing the future, let's embrace it and prepare ourselves to thrive in this new era of work. Speaking of embracing the future, what are some of the most exciting developments on the horizon for Joule? What can we expect to see in the coming years?
Well, one area where we can expect significant advancements is in Joule's ability to personalize its interactions with users.
Okay.
Imagine Joule learning your specific work style, your preferences, and even your sense of humor, and tailoring its responses and suggestions accordingly.
So it's not just about being helpful. It's about being helpful in a way that feels personal and engaging, almost like having a work buddy who knows you inside and out.
Exactly. And this personalization will extend beyond individual interactions to entire teams and organizations. Joule will be able to analyze team dynamics, identify areas for improvement, and suggest ways to enhance collaboration and productivity.
That's incredible. It's like having an AI-powered coach for your entire team. What about other innovations? Are there any game-changing features in the pipeline that we should be excited about?
One really exciting development is the concept of collaborative AI agents.
Okay.
Imagine a team of specialized AI agents, each an expert in a different domain. working together to solve complex business problems.
That sounds like the ultimate dream team. How would that work in practice?
Let's say you're facing a supply chain disruption. You could have a logistics agent analyzing shipping routes, a finance agent assessing the financial impact, and a customer service agent proactively communicating with affected customers.
Okay.
These agents would work seamlessly together, sharing information and insights to help you navigate the situation effectively.
It's like having an entire team of AI specialists at your fingertips. This all sounds incredibly promising.
It is.
But are there any challenges or concerns that we need to be aware of as AI becomes more integrated into our work lives?
One important consideration is the potential for bias in AI systems. If these systems are trained on biased data, they can perpetuate and even amplify existing inequalities.
So it's not enough to just create intelligent AI. We also need to ensure that it's fair and unbiased.
Exactly. We need to be very careful about the data we use to train AI systems, and we need to constantly monitor their outputs to ensure they're not perpetuating harmful stereotypes or discriminating against certain groups.
That's a crucial point. It's a reminder that AI is a powerful tool that needs to be used responsibly and ethically. We need to be thoughtful about the implications of AI and work together to ensure that it benefits everyone.
I completely agree. We're at a pivotal moment in history.
Yeah.
And the choices we make now about AI will have a profound impact on the future of work and society as a whole. It's up to all of us to ensure that AI is used for good and that it creates a more just and equitable world.
Well said. This has been an incredible deep dive into the world of Joule and the transformative potential of AI. We've explored its capabilities, its impact on the workplace, and the ethical considerations we need to keep in mind. It's clear that Joule is more than just a tool. It's a catalyst for change a window into the future of work, and a reminder that we have the power to shape that future in a way that benefits everyone.
It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you, and I encourage you to continue exploring the world of AI with curiosity and a critical eye.
Thank you for joining us in this deep dive. We'll be back next time with another fascinating topic that's shaping our world. Until then, stay curious.